two ways to import images. And the first one is we're going to use the operating system of your computer. So you've all got the images that I gave you on your desktops. So what I would like you to do is if you go to the down at the bottom left of the panel, there's a button for import. Okay, and it may default to certain things. If you have a CF card plugged in, it's probably going to default to that. But what we're going to do is, you notice right here, basically the dialog is asking you from the left to the right, where are you getting these images from? What do you want to do with them? That's in the middle question here. And on the right is, what's the destination? Okay, so if we start on the left, what's your source? In this case, you're going to navigate to your desktop. And I want you to go to the LR Demo Images folder. Okay, so if everybody's with us here, you'll see that most likely when you clicked on the folder that was already existing on your hard drive, this up in the center moved from copy to add. And no? Okay, what you should do is bring it in to add. So you're going to sort of have to extrapolate from here what you would do. Right now I'm having you do it from your desktop, but just say you're at home and you got home from a job and you're downloading an image. You would put it into whatever file structure you have. And you do this through your operating system. So you take what's on your CF card and you put it into your folder on your operating system. You haven't even opened Lightroom yet. One of the things that I found to speed the import process up is, I don't know how many of you guys know this Lexar unit. It's the Workflow HR. This is the one. There's now a 2. It allows you to put in up to 4 different cards here, CF or SD. You buy the separate modules, and you can dump these all real fast into the whatever folder you've got, and it saves a lot of time. And once they're there, then you're going to be doing the same process. So you're going to have ads selected, and then you're going to choose what happens. You'll notice here that there are only a couple of options available for you because you're adding. You've already chosen your file. When we do it the other way, directly importing from Lightroom, you're going to see probably different options here. But right now it asks you what kind of previews you want to build. Do you want to build smart previews? I always have this checked, don't import suspected duplicates, because that can confuse things. Lightroom can be smarter than we are sometimes, because maybe we forgot that we brought something in, or you had some images on your card that you forgot. You didn't format your card before you started, and so the old images are still on the card. Lightroom is smart enough to recognize that you don't want to bring them in, or at least to remind you. You can add to a collection. We haven't talked about collections. You can do that right now on import if you want. If you know that you want a certain develop setting down a certain preset, you can click on your box and go to your develop presets and bring it in. Maybe you know you want these all to come in as black and white. You can do that. And it asks you what a metadata preset you want to bring in. Your keywords. When you first do an import, I find it very useful to add global keywords. So say if it's a wedding, I would put down wedding. I would put down the client's name. If it's all in one venue, I would put the name of the venue down there. But if it's like a house, a church, and a reception hall, I wouldn't put anything in a global keyword, because global means it has to apply to everything. So that's something I would do after I get them imported. I would go say, okay, you know, these 100 images were taken at the bride's house, and these 200 images were taken at the church, and these were at the park, and I would go through and just put all of that info in. Yeah, definitely. This right now, this is for global, that you want to apply to every single image. And then once you have that all set, down at the bottom here, you would see the word import. Mine, because I already have them in my catalog, it's not allowing me to bring them in. So hopefully yours are not grayed out. There'll be a little, you would have a check mark in all the boxes, hopefully, that allows you to bring them in. So I'm going to have you guys bring them in that way. Just click on the import.